Than you.
Hello and welcome again, everybody. Have you ever wanted to start working out but you have trouble on where to start? Well, today I can help you program an exercise routine for you. So today I'm going to go over you're going to want to learn the muscles and how they work, not too in depth, but you want to have a nice overview. You want to research exercises for those different muscles, and you also want to finally create a template so you can just fill in your exercises as you go along and move up. So like I said, the first part to create an exercise program is learning basic anatomy, and that doesn't mean opening up a book and learning each muscle name, but just kind of knowing how many muscles are in certain areas, because if you hear someone say, oh, I want to train chest, you may not know that there's 4 muscles in the chest and there's 4 different ways to train those muscles. So you might only be doing one way and think that you're training chest the right way, but you may not be. And for another example would be if you want to get bigger arms and you're always training biceps, but the triceps are what takes up 70% of your arm, so you're not going to be trained the right way. And once you learn kind of the different muscles and where they're at, you want to kind of learn what each muscle does and the movement to strengthen it. So each muscle has a certain purpose, and you want to train the muscle to perform that purpose. So knowing what each muscle does and where it is located makes programming a whole lot easier. So definitely learn some basic anatomy if you can. So now that you kind of have some knowledge on anatomy, so let's look at how to pick the right exercises. So the second part of programming is researching exercises for those muscles that you learned about. And the first part I would say is just going into the gym, or if you have a home gym, just kind of like researching different equipment. So you can kind of go in, and if you have a gym membership, you can go in and just learn about the machines, what different machines do, and even picking up maybe some dumbbells, doing a set or two of different exercises to kind of see what you like, what you don't like. And then even before that, or after, once knowing what equipment you do have, you can just go online and research. You can simply just Google exercises for shoulders, and it'll give you a whole list of shoulder exercises. And again, when you're training and you kind of know the anatomy, you want to start to look at what's going to be the best exercise for that certain muscle and what you're using it for. So now that you're comfortable with your equipment and exercises, you want to create a template so that each time you go into the gym or start your workout, you want to have a nice set program, so you know where you left off, what weight you did, and everything else. So when you're researching different kinds of workout types, or just workouts in general and exercises, there's going to be you're going to wonder how to put it all together. So you can, again, using Google is just a great tool. You can go on and look up different exercises. So there's no real one size fits all exercise program. There's hundreds of different exercise programs you can think of. You just have to find the best one that works for you, and that might take a little bit of trial and error, but there's no hurt in doing some research. You could do like a high intensity interval training, which is very quick and fast paced. That's really good for if you're short on time, if you have a job and then you have a hobby after and you don't think you're going to have time to work out. This is a great type of exercise program to utilize. You can also do CrossFit, powerlifting, or another quick one is EMOM, which is every minute on the minute. That's just, you're going to have a set reps that you want to do, and you have to complete them in a minute, and once the next minute hits, you have a whole new exercise to do. Again, that's great for time efficiency as well. So I was just going to talk about a program that works for me and that I found has seen work. So I'll hand out just kind of the template for it, and then I'll explain it. So here, everybody can take one. There you go. There you go. Thanks for coming today, Lloyd. There you go. There you go. So this workout is it's called a push-pull superset. It was actually made famous by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he obviously is like the gold standard for bodybuilding and lifting in general. So basing your exercise program off him doesn't hurt. So pretty much it's just going to utilize vertical push movements followed by vertical pull movements. So kind of doing the opposite movement right after each other is going to maximize the pump. And the pump is what a lot of people, when they work out, that's what they're chasing. It's like the feeling that you get. So people that want to really enjoy their workouts, see muscle growth, this would be the best one for you. So once you're going to start, you're going to do 2 exercises back to back. So like I said, you're going to do a horizontal push followed by a horizontal pull, and then you're going to do 2 or 3 sets depending on what your training experience is. If you're not experienced, you want to start with 2 sets. And then once you complete both of those exercises for the certain amount of sets, you're going to move on to your next 2 exercises, which is going to be a vertical pull and a vertical push. So again, once you start to learn the different exercises and the muscle movements, it's going to be very easy to just see horizontal push, horizontal pull. You're going to know exactly what exercise to put in there. And you can also see progressions of exercises. So you might start on something very easy, such as like, let's just say a vertical pull for your lower body could be a deadlift, but you might start using just a kettlebell and just kind of getting the movement down. But once you progress, you can keep going, and then maybe you might do like a RDL with a barbell. Then eventually you're going to use a trap bar or even a barbell for a deadlift. So you want to, again, when you have your template, you want to make sure that you're writing everything down as long as weights and exercises, so you know where you're at and you can progress each time, and it makes programming so much easier when you have everything written down. So again, this exercise program, no matter what you program, it also allows you to, so it gives you like those 4 big lifts, the horizontal, vertical, push and pull. And then it also gives you space for, so you're going to do another 2 exercises. It can be supplemental, so whatever area you think you're lacking, you can do 2 extra exercises, and then it usually follows up with a short little arm exercise. So again, it's time efficiency is a big thing when it comes to working out, and this workout again is very time efficient. So in conclusion, the big thing you want to remember is just make sure you're writing everything down when you're weight training, because again, you want to progress and know what you did last time, as well as know what weight you did. And I just want to end with a quote from Arnold Schwarzenegger himself. It's a very important quote to me. It says, "If you don't find the time, if you don't do the work, then you won't see the results." And that can be attributed to anything, life or school, work, anything. So again, thank you for coming today, and hope you have a good week.